Tuesday, the 23rd of May, and we are on the FTSE 100. I've just entered into a long position. Now, first thing is, there was no post last week. I was on holiday. I only got back into the UK yesterday. My brain actually still feels like it's on holiday mode. It was definitely difficult getting up to set up today. I've just entered into a long position after the 7:55 AM pin bar. Now, this level of support down here is a key level for me. The FTSE has been bullish whilst above this area, so I was happy to look for potential buy positions. Now, up toward the MA200 and this overnight swing is really where I'm targeting for the position. What I'll likely do is, if the market breaks up into this area, I will look to close out 75% of the position, and then I will manage the remainder of the position. What I basically want to do is see how the market reacts when it gets up, or if it gets up into those levels. What I will also do is, when the trade completes one way or the other, so as a winner or as a loser, I will then take you through the analysis, especially for the zone. So the reason I was looking at this zone for potential bullish positions this morning. The FTSE being up toward its all-time highs, it can be a little bit difficult getting into buy positions. Now, with the area where I have entered this trade, and it was quite important for me this morning. Basically, if the FTSE broke down below those levels, I was turning more bearish on the market. However, whilst up above, I was happy to look for the buy position. Now, when a market is, not only when it's up toward its all-time highs, but when it's just rallying in general, it can become quite difficult to continue buying into the market. It's human psychology. You start to think, oh, the market can't go any higher, and people try to start picking tops. They start trying to sell into markets, and it's basically based on their internal belief rather than what they're seeing on the charts. You know, if the charts are still giving you those bullish signs, and it's still setting up for those bullish positions, I'm more than happy to continue looking for buy positions until a market starts to give me clear indications that there is, or showing that potentially there is a change in the market and the bears are starting to take control. For me, this zone today was the key zone. Whilst up above, I was happy to look for those buy positions. I'm just watching to see now how this position reacts. What I will do, as always, I will pause the video. I'll turn it on when the FTSE starts to move one way or the other, and I'll talk you through exactly what it is that I'm looking at, if I'm managing the trade, if I'm making any changes. Okay, the market has popped up into this management point. I have exited 75% of the position, and what I am doing now is I'm purely just watching to see how the market reacts. If it fails to break above this level now, what I'll be basically doing is watching for bearish action. So if it doesn't break above on the 5-minute candle and close above this zone, and then we start to see bearish price action, I will likely just come out of the position. Now, the market has moved up relatively quickly on the move. The ATM candle was fairly choppy, but then it has pressed up into the target area, and I have closed out 75%. So all I'm doing now is just waiting, watching how the candles react, and then I will make my decision depending on what it is that I see. Okay, so we've had an almost candle there, and what I mean by that is that the market has broken up and the 5-minute candle has closed within the zone. It almost closed above, and because it has, though, closed within the zone, what I am looking for now is, well, if the market does break up, I'll be looking to take the trade up to the 7.515 area. If this candle or the next candles begin to reject and come back down out of the identified zone, I will likely just come out of this trade. So I'm just waiting to see what happens now with the candlesticks. The market is just rejecting at this zone, so I'm just watching potentially coming out of this trade. If it does start to come down, I will exit. Exit would take the trade to just under 1% return. Okay, so that's me out of the trade, completed, and just under 1% return. As I mentioned, we got a nice bullish bounce, but not as strongly as I was looking for the second position. Okay guys, I just realised that I haven't gone over the reasoning for the trade. So with the FTSE 100 being up toward the all-time highs, created the all-time highs back here on the 16th of May. We've then fallen away and we've pressed back up towards those levels. Now the FTSE has been bullish for the past couple of weeks. This is the buy zone right here from today, with the FTSE being above this level. Basically what I was looking for was potential bullish positions from here, and then only if the FTSE started breaking down below would I be taking a more bearish view on the market, expecting a stronger move down. Now, one of the reasons, or the reason for identifying this as a good support level, you can see the market testing here as it is pressing higher. So it's coming down, presses back up, tests at these levels, falls away strongly, comes back up. We get another test. And as the market is starting to press higher, what are we doing? We are continuing with the tails to test at these levels over and over again. So you can see the buyers stepping in to the market lots of times. So it's been tested as resistance and as support. If we come back, you can see the test. You can see another test right here, back on the 17th and the 17th. You can see the spike through, comes back down, closes below the level. Then as we start to break through, we're pressing up, coming back down and closing within the level. Just giving you lots of clues that this is a potential good support and resistance zone. So when the price action lined up this morning, I was more than happy to get into the long position. So now I'm just watching the market, seeing if we start to break through this level and turning the FTSE more bearish. Okay guys, so as always, I hope that was helpful. Hope you've all had a good trading week. I'm James R, and thank you.